in this crazy world and moment we're in, where there is so much conflict and so much anger, underneath all that bullshit, we all want the same thing. We want to be cared for. We want to care for others. And my gosh, was it a gift to me to be reminded. The more we are willing to expose who we are and the experience that we're having, good, bad, or other, the more possibility there is for real connection in the world. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Fearful Giants, the podcast that's getting loud about something most leaders never talk about out loud, their fear. I'm Clay Stelzer, executive coach and founder of 1560, the coaching company. And every week I sit down with a founder, a CEO, an executive leader to talk about the stuff they're not posting about or talking about on LinkedIn. And today it's just me. And I wanted to reflect on an experience that I had. And in fact, some of you are aware of this. About a month ago, I was diagnosed with bladder cancer. However, it was taken out. I'm good. I feel great. I'm moving on. I had to make some lifestyle changes and I have to monitor this thing, but we're good. And in fact, the reason I'm bringing this up is not to talk about me or the cancer, but to talk about the response I got from you based on the post that I shared or the video that I shared about a month ago. I had an outpouring of people reach out to me after I shared this news on an episode. I had people that I had met once 20 years ago reach out to me, sending prayers, wishing me all the best. I was absolutely blown away, almost taken off guard. Like I could not believe how many people reached out to me. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy to think about it, but I just wasn't expecting it. And it certainly wasn't why I posted the post. I was trying to talk about some strategies for how to navigate life when we get lemons. Which is, I got some lemons. And people showed up and I was just blown away. Now, here's some reflections. Not a single person asked me who I voted for in the last election. No one asked me my viewpoint on the war in Iran or the Middle East or any of the social topics we're debating today. Everyone simply showed up to ask how I was doing and they wished me well. And, in this crazy world and moment we're in, where there is so much conflict and so much anger, it was such a reminder to me that underneath all that bullshit, we all want the same thing. We want to be cared for. We want to care for others. We want health. We want the simple things in life. And my gosh, was it a gift to me to be reminded via all of the care that was sent my way when I just shared what was going on with me. So first of all, thank you. I appreciate that. And second, I think there's an invitation here, and I think the gift in here in this experience is for me to have this experience and to talk about it. We all want the same things underneath all of the craziness. Now, a couple other things I want to talk about around this topic. Many people thanked me for being vulnerable, for sharing vulnerably. And, I really appreciate that. But for me, the question arises, well, why aren't we doing that normally? Why is it so uncommon for people to share when they're having a hard moment? And I don't think we need to look very far for those answers, especially business leaders. Business leaders don't like to share when we're down because, well, a couple things in my experience. One, if we ask for help or if we share that we're not in the strongest of places, well, who are we then? What will people think of us then? As business leaders, we certainly can't expose any vulnerability because what would our teams think? What would our customers think? There's all kinds of bullshit we think about. And when I say bullshit, I'm not minimizing the reality of that fear. It's real fear. But if we can wake up and see past the fear and see that when we acknowledge that we don't have the answers or that we're in a tough spot, people show up. People showed up for me when I wasn't even asking them to. It's incredible. So again, I'm in this reflection of we don't need to go alone, whether you're a business leader or not. We don't need to go alone. And if you are a business leader, This idea of it's lonely at the top, yeah, that's real. It's a cliche, and people talk about it because there's some truth in it. However, it's not inevitable and it's not required. I think it's optional. I think that if we move past these beliefs that we have about who we need to be in the world as leaders, we can choose something else. In my experience, what I've learned very clearly in this moment and in other moments, the more we are willing to expose who we are and the experience that we're having, good, bad, or other, the more possibility there is for real connection in the world. I'm a business owner and I work with business owners and founders and executives, and there are so many cool opportunities for community and connection. YPO, the Young Professionals Organization. There's EO, the Entrepreneurs Organization. There's Vistage. There's Provisors. There's on and on and on and on. These are organizations that we all have an option to sign up for. And when you sign up for these organizations, there's an opportunity for real connection. We don't have to go alone. I really hope I hope that message is coming through here. That is optional. And when we show up vulnerably, as scary as it may seem, which is what keeps us from doing it, I just am experiencing people showing up in incredible ways that make me feel seen and held in the world. And that, again, is something that we're all in need of and all desperately wanting. So I have a challenge for you, or at least something to ponder. I'd love for you to sit with the question: how am I limiting myself from feeling more connected with others in the world around me? Again, how am I limiting myself from feeling more connected with others in the world around me? And what would I be willing to do to invite in more connection? Would I be willing to show my cards? Would I be willing to take down the mask? Would I be willing to say that now isn't the best of times? It's a little bit tough right now. My business is struggling, or whatever it might be. If you're not a business owner, it doesn't matter. Are you willing to move through the fear of being seen as other than tough and strong, to invite the world in, as I know they will show up for you, to support you to create the connection and the success and the outcomes you're ultimately wanting in this world and in this life? So ponder that. Leave me some questions. I'd love for you to, in the comments, if you're seeing this on LinkedIn, I'd love to get your perspective. I'd love to get your answers and your experiments and your ideas. Let's have a conversation around this. Lastly, thank you again for all your care. I so appreciate it. It was such a lovely experience being seen and held by all of you. So thank you so much. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon here in Fearful Giants. Thanks so much.